Bit of a long-winded story though, I'm afraid. Good question. You're okay? You got the time
Yeah,
for this?
of course.
Yeah. There was a lot going on. I kept this to myself and we went off to Australia for a wedding. This is when I first started talking about it to my wife. And here I am. So, about 10 years ago, I was working in the real estate industry in the UK. And I would get emails and different bits of correspondence about the market here, not just Dubai, but all over the world. And you could see from this that it was very vibrant, there was a lot happening, and obviously I wanted to be in a place where there was a lot going on with regards to property. Where I was from was a little bit slow. Anyway, I kept this to myself and we went off to Australia for a wedding. I was there a month. My brother-in-law, his girlfriend's boyfriend, had been doing real estate in Miami, and he'd come to do it in Australia for the love of my cousin's daughter. Anyway, we got talking about real estate, because if you like real estate, you'll find someone that can talk about it to you. And then we were talking about real estate. He'd been talking about Dubai. I was talking about Dubai, and then we got on the plane to come back after the wedding. And as we were flying into Dubai, I sort of got this feeling looking out the window. Sounds a bit crazy, that I was going to live here. Then on the flight from Dubai to UK, this is when I first started talking about it to my wife.
Interesting.
And she was like, "You crazy, you won't leave the children, you won't do this." And I was like, "No, we need to do something." We had quite a nice lifestyle in the UK. However, we had what everybody had, credit cards, loans, big mortgage, and I couldn't see how we could ever really get out of that. So we thought, I need to do something different here. So we arrived on the Monday, and then by the Wednesday, I'd already started applying to come to Dubai. I'd made the decision. I spoke to 5 companies, obviously Goldmark was one of them. I'd worked in sales and marketing for about 30 years in the UK. So I'd heard all the stories and done all the things about the Ferraris and the Rolex watches and all the rest of it. So that didn't really appeal to me. And I chose Goldmark purely because they were boutique. I didn't want to be in a great big company. I just wanted a boutique company that I could settle into and get on with it. And here I am. With regards to Will, Will sort of followed in my footsteps a little bit. He was working in marketing and property sales, again in the UK. He was doing an apprenticeship course, it's like degree level, and he just came to me one day and said, "Dad, you know, can I come and work with you in Dubai?" And I was like, "Yes, but you need to finish the qualification first." So he joined us around 18 months ago. However, he was young, so I wasn't too keen on him going out and meeting people straight away. It took quite a long process for us to allow him to sort of get into the market. But he's doing great. It was a good move. Why have I stayed? So previous companies that I've worked for in the past, I'm not a company hopper. I don't do the jumping around. There was no reason to leave. Goldmark was offering me everything that I needed: support, marketing, training. So why leave? You know, why think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence? Because 9 times out of 10 it isn't. So here I am, sort of 9 years coming up. Very happy. Had an amazing career with Goldmark. No complaints.